Welcome back, CoinJF history hunters and treasure seekers. Today's video is going to blow your mind. We are diving deep into one of the most underrated and astonishing coins in United States history. Yes, you heard it right. We are talking about the 1998 D. Lincoln cent, also known in collector circles as the Ultra Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might just look like another ordinary 1-cent coin sitting in your pocket change. But don't be fooled. This little copper-plated zinc coin could actually be worth hundreds of dollars, with some rare pieces selling for over $442 on the open market and in certain cases even more at auctions. So grab your magnifying glass. Get comfortable and join us as we explore the value, history, errors, varieties, and investment potential of the 1998 D. Lincoln cent. You do not want to miss a second of this video because by the end you might just run to your change jar and start checking your pennies. And trust me, you'll never look at a 1-cent coin the same way again. Let's start with the basics. The 1998 D. Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, the United States Mint facility located in Colorado. That's what the little D mint mark under the date stands for. Over 5.2 billion of these pennies were struck in 1998. Yes, that's billion with a B. So the obvious question becomes, why is this coin, one of more than 5 billion, worth hundreds of dollars? The answer lies in rarity, condition, mint errors, collector demand, and historical significance. So let's break each of those down. First, let's talk about the man himself, Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln cent has been in production since 1909, originally created to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features the familiar profile of President Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Famous for leading the nation during the Civil War and for abolishing slavery through the Emancipation Proclamation. Fast forward to 1998 and the Lincoln cent was still going strong. But it was in the year that something very unique started to emerge. Some 1998 D. Lincoln cents began showing up with striking anomalies, high-grade finishes, ultra-clear details, and unexpected errors. These were not your ordinary pocket change coins. These were coins with characteristics that made collectors stop and say, this is something special. One of the biggest factors that makes a 1998 D. Lincoln cent worth big money is its grade. Coin grading is a measure of how well the coin has been preserved since it was minted. The scale goes from 1 to 70. A grade of MS 65 or higher, which stands for mint state, can send the price of the coin soaring. Coins graded at MS 67 red or above, with brilliant original color and zero visible wear, have been known to sell for over $400 and some even hit the $1,000 mark depending on the auction and demand at the time. But it's not just about the grade. What really gets collectors excited are mint errors and varieties. One such variety is the wide AM reverse. Although more famously found in 1999, a few 1998 cents, including some Denver minted ones, have been reported to show the wide AM variety, where the A and M in America on the reverse of the coin are clearly separated as opposed to being nearly touching, which is standard for that year. This is considered a major rarity, and if you find a 1998 D. Lincoln cent with a wide AM reverse in high grade, you're looking at a small fortune. Other errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, double die obverse, struck through grease errors, and clipped planchets. These errors happen during the minting process and can make each coin unique. Error coins are highly sought after by numismatists and can push the value far beyond typical ranges. Let's talk about real sales and auction records. According to multiple auction listings and coin value databases, a 1998 D. Lincoln cent graded MS 68 red by PCGS, which is one of the highest grades ever given to this coin, sold for over $442. That's 44,200 times its face value. And here's the kicker, most of us probably spent this kind of coin at a gas station without ever looking, and yes, that number is not just a one-time anomaly. Multiple examples of the 1998 D and MS 67 red condition have consistently fetched over $200, $300, and even $400. And that's without any major error or variety. Add in a wide AM or an off-center strike and you've got yourself a real gem. Now let's dive into how you can identify a valuable 1998 D. Lincoln cent in your own collection. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe. Look closely at the date and mint mark. Make sure it clearly reads 1998 with AD underneath. Next, flip the coin over and check the spacing between the A and M in America. If it's wider than usual, you might have a wide AM variety. Step 2. Examine the overall condition of the coin. Is it bright red? Free from scratches or spots? The redder and more flawless it is, the higher the potential grade. Step 3. Look for errors. Pay attention to the lettering, the rim, Lincoln's profile, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Any doubling, striking lines, or odd shapes could mean you have a rare error coin. Step 4. Compare with online coin databases and price guides. Sites like PCGS, NGC, and Heritage Auctions provide up-to-date value information based on coin grade and sales history. Step 5. If you think you've found something special, get it professionally graded. A coin grading service can officially certify the condition and authenticity of your coin, which dramatically increases its resale value. Let's talk about market trends. In recent years, the coin collecting hobby has exploded in popularity. More and more collectors are entering the market, especially younger generations, and that means prices are on the rise. Scarce varieties like the 1998 D Ultra Lincoln Penny are seeing steady demand and climbing prices, especially as high-grade examples become harder to find in circulation. And let's not forget about the emotional value. For many collectors, a coin like the 1998 D is more than just money. It's a piece of American history. It's a connection to the past. It's a tangible symbol of value, design, and craftsmanship. So here's the big question. Do you have a 1998 D Lincoln Penny hiding in your coin jar, wallet, or drawer? If you do, check it today. Look closely. It could be worth far more than 1 cent. To wrap it up, here's a quick summary. The 1998 D Lincoln cent might be common in number but uncommon in value. With the right condition, the right error, and a touch of luck, this little coin could be worth over $442 and potentially much more. Whether it's a wide AM reverse, an ultra-high mint state, or a rare die error, there are many reasons why collectors are paying big money for what seems like an ordinary penny. So don't ignore your change. Every penny counts, especially when that penny might be worth hundreds. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1998 D Lincoln Penny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about the next valuable coin in your collection. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a 1998 D penny or if you're going to check your stash after watching this video. And let us know what coin you want us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting, and may your next penny be the one worth a fortune. Would you like a version with dramatic pauses and voiceover directions too? Or should I create a thumbnail and title for the video as well? Today, we're talking about a tiny piece of copper that could change your life. That's right, the 1999 D Lincoln cent, known to collectors as an ultra-rare coin, might just be sitting in your change jar, purse, or even under your couch right now. This isn't just any penny, this is a penny that has sold for a jaw-dropping $442 and climbing in the current collector's market. Yes, a single cent worth hundreds of dollars. So, sit back, grab your magnifying glasses, and let's dive deep into the story, mystery, and explosive value behind the 1999 D Lincoln Memorial cent, a coin you'll never look at the same way again. Section 1. The birth of a penny. What is the 1999 D Lincoln cent? Let's start at the beginning. The 1999 D Lincoln cent was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the United States' key coin-producing facilities. The D mint mark you'll find just beneath the year 1999 stands for Denver. This 1 cent coin was part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008, replacing the earlier wheat ear reverse that had been used since 1909. The front, or obverse, of this coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has remained a staple of American coinage for over a century. The back, or reverse, shows the Lincoln Memorial, a detailed depiction crafted by Frank Gasparo. Look closely. If the detail is strong and the strike is clear, you might already be holding something special. Section 2. Why is this penny worth more than a penny? Now let's get to the real mystery. Why is this coin worth over $442? What makes this common-looking penny command such a premium? The answer lies in a magical mix of rarity, minting errors, condition, and collector demand. Many 1999 D pennies are in circulation, yes, but not all are created equal. Some have what's called ultra-high-grade finishes with perfectly centered strikes, blazing red luster, and no visible marks. These are rare because most coins enter circulation and get scratched, worn, or damaged. But the few that were preserved in MS-67 to MS-69 red condition, that's mint state, graded on the Sheldon scale, can sell for hundreds of dollars. especially when professionally graded by top-tier companies like PCGS or NGC. Even more valuable are coins with errors like double die obverse, die cracks, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws. These mistakes are rare but wildly popular with collectors. A 1999 D with one of these rare features could easily push its value way beyond the $442 mark. In fact, some examples with multiple errors or perfect grading can approach $1,000 or more at auction. Section 3. Coin Collector Gold. The hunt for ultra-grade 1999 D penny shears the exciting part. You don't have to be a millionaire to get into coin collecting. That's the beauty of it. This coin could be in your pocket right now. The U.S. Mint produced over 6.3 billion of these 1999 D pennies, but again, very few are in ultra-premium condition. If you want to go on a treasure hunt, here's what to look for. Color. Red coins. That means they haven't lost their original coppery luster. Red coins are the highest graded. Surface quality. No scratches, marks, or stains. Clean, bright, and clear. Minting errors. Look closely for doubling in the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or the date. That's a major red flag that you've struck gold. Off-center strikes or die breaks. These make a coin extremely collectible. Professional grading. If you find a coin that looks pristine, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for grading. A simple investment of $30 to $50 could turn your penny into a $400 plus payday. Section 4. Market value and big sales. Who's paying $442 for a penny, you might be asking. Who would pay $442 or more for a single cent? The answer is simple: collectors. Numismatists, that's the fancy name for coin collectors, are always hunting for missing pieces in their sets. And when a collector finds a high-grade 1999 D Lincoln cent with rare traits, they'll bid big money to own it. Recent auctions on platforms like eBay, Great Collections, and Heritage Auctions have shown 1999 D pennies in MS. 68 red condition going for $442, $525, $610, and even more. One rare die crack variant went over $900. That's the power of scarcity, demand, and perfect condition. And remember, those prices will only go up as these rare coins get harder and harder to find. Section 5. Historical importance of the Lincoln cent series. Let's step back and remember why these coins matter. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 on the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, not Lady Liberty, not an eagle, but a real president. That made history, from the early wheat cents to the memorial cents like the 1999 D. Each coin carries the weight of American history in the palm of your hand. It saw us through wars, recessions, revolutions in technology, and everyday life in the 20th century. Owning a rare Lincoln cent isn't just about money, it's about holding a piece of America's legacy. Section 6. How to sell if you strike gold. So what if you actually find one of these gems? First, don't spend it. Handle the coin carefully, wear gloves if you can. Take high-quality photos in good lighting. Compare your coin with graded images from PCGS or NGC databases. If it looks promising, send it in for grading. Once you have your grade, list it on collector platforms like eBay with proper title and keywords, Great Collections, Heritage Auctions, Facebook collector groups, and be patient, the right buyer will come. Coins like this have appreciated in value year after year, and you might just cash in more than $442 if you time it right. Don't underestimate the power of a PNNY. So next time you get change at the store, look closely. That 1999 D Lincoln cent you toss in your cup holder might be your next ticket to hundreds of dollars or more. This isn't just a story of copper and zinc, this is a story of history, rarity, and the thrill of discovering hidden treasure in the most unexpected places. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon because we're bringing you more stories of rare coins, big money, and the incredible value hiding in plain sight. Until next time, happy hunting, and may you find that $442 penny of your dreams. This is Rare Coin Treasures, where every penny counts. End screen. Watch next. Top 5 Lincoln pennies worth over $10,000. Subscribe for weekly coin news and rare finds. Comment below. Have you found a 1999 D Lincoln cent in your collection? Would you like a thumbnail design or title ideas for this video as well? Today's episode is one that's going to absolutely blow your mind. We are talking about the incredibly fascinating and surprisingly valuable 1997 D Lincoln penny. That's right, Just 1 cent, minted back in 1997 in Denver, might be hiding a secret that could make you hundreds of dollars richer. Yes, this is not just any regular pocket change. This is what collectors are calling an ultra-Lincoln penny, a small copper-coated treasure that, under the right conditions, could be worth over $442 or more in today's collector market. And guess what? There might be one hiding in your piggy bank, your old drawers, or right in your pocket. So grab your magnifying glass, sit tight, and don't go anywhere, because by the end of this video you'll know everything about this remarkable coin. From its history, unique features, errors, minting secrets, and why collectors are going crazy for it. Let's get started. Section 1. Origins and History. To understand the true value of the 1997 D penny, we need to roll back the clock and look at its historical context. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, has been one of the most iconic coins in American history. It was first minted in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the very first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this penny has gone through many changes over the decades. From the wheat ears on the reverse from 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial design introduced in 1959, and finally the Union Shield design introduced in 2010. But in the middle of this long lineage, the year 1997 might not sound too special until you look closer. The D mint mark on this coin tells us it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the main U.S. mint facilities. And while the mintage for the 1997 D penny was high, over 6.4 billion coins were produced, only a tiny fraction have the special features and errors that give them significant collector value. Now let's dig into the juicy part. What exactly makes the 1997 D Lincoln penny so valuable? First and foremost, there are error varieties and die anomalies that occurred during the minting process. Some of these errors are what collectors call ultra rarities, including double die obverse DDO. This error means that parts of the design, like the date, the lettering Liberty, or In God We Trust, appear doubled when viewed under magnification. These doubled dies are highly collectible. Off-center strikes, a misaligned strike where part of the design is missing or shifted off the edge. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin. Die cracks and cuds, raised lines or blobs of metal caused by damage to the coin die. These give the coin a unique appearance. Floating roof error, a famous error where the roof of the Lincoln Memorial seems to be floating because the vertical support lines are missing. These types are often in high demand, but perhaps the most fascinating are the ultra finish or high detail strikes, where the coin's finish and detailing look crisper and shinier than usual. This can sometimes happen when dies are newly installed or polished. These are the types that graders may assign MS mint state ratings of MS 65, MS 66, or even higher, increasing the value dramatically. You might be wondering, how does a 1-cent coin reach a value of over $442 or more? The answer lies in condition, rarity, and collector demand. Coins are graded by companies like PCGS and NGC using a scale from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS 60 and above is considered uncirculated, and the higher the number, the better the condition. In recent years, 1997 D pennies graded MS 67 RD red have fetched upwards of $442 or more at auctions. In fact, some pristine examples with unique doubling or rare errors have sold for even higher amounts. Let's break it down. A regular circulated 1997 D penny, worth 1 cent. A high-grade MS 65 or MS 66. You could be looking at $20 to $50. Rare error varieties? These could easily be $100, $250, or over $442, depending on rarity and eye appeal. And remember, the market for rare coins is always growing, especially as more people take interest in coin collecting. That means the value of these coins could continue to rise over time. Now that we know what makes these coins valuable, you might be asking, how do I find one? Start by checking change jars and piggy banks. You never know what might be hiding in plain sight. Bank rolls. Go to your bank and ask for rolls of pennies to search through. Old coin collections. Maybe you or a relative has an old stash of coins. Garage sales or estate sales. You'd be surprised how often people sell rare coins without knowing their value. When examining the coins, use a jeweler's loupe or magnifying glass. Look for a strong strike, full detail, no major scratches. Examine the date and lettering closely for doubling. Look for off-center designs or any strange bumps or marks. If you think you've found something valuable, send it to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC to get it officially evaluated. A graded coin always sells for more and is trusted by collectors worldwide. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century, and collectors are becoming increasingly interested in modern-era rarities like the 1997 D. Why? Because many people overlook these coins, assuming newer means less valuable. But in the world of numismatics, rarity isn't always about age, it's about condition and uniqueness. As more and more collectors hunt down these hidden gems, the demand is rising. Coins that were worth $100 a few years ago are now selling for double or triple that. The 1997 D Ultra Lincoln penny is one such sleeper coin, and if you're lucky enough to find one in excellent condition, you've hit a small jackpot. This is why it's so important to spread the word. There's hidden value in the most unexpected places, even in the palm of your hand. OUTRO, call to action. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1997 D Lincoln penny. A 1-cent piece that could be worth hundreds of dollars. It's history, it's art, it's money, and it might be right in your pocket. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more hidden treasure hunts, and smash the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Let us know in the comments, have you ever found a rare penny? Do you have a 1997 D? We'd love to hear your stories, and don't forget, your next coin could be your next fortune. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and stay curious. Coins worth money. Lincoln cent rare pennies. Coin collecting. 1997 D treasure hunt. Numismatics. 1-cent fortune. Ultra Lincoln coin hunting. Hidden value. Would you like a matching YouTube thumbnail, title, and description as well? Today, we dive deep into the incredible world of the 1993 D Lincoln cent, a 1-cent coin that might just be hiding in your drawer, purse, or even in your change jar, and guess what? It could be worth hundreds of dollars, even more in top condition. So if you think pennies are worthless, think again. This is no ordinary cent. This is the 1993 D Ultra Lincoln penny from the United States Mint. And yes, one special version of this coin is valued at over $442 and even higher in the collector market under certain conditions. Stay with me until the very end because we're not only exploring its current market value but also the hidden secrets, mint errors, coin grading tips, and how you can identify one in your own collection. Let's get started. Scene 1. The background of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent has been an iconic symbol of American currency since it was first minted in 1909. Introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person's portrait. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny has seen many changes over the decades, but its legacy remains strong in both circulation and collectors' hearts. The 1993 D penny is part of this continuing legacy. Minted at the Denver Mint, marked with a small D under the date, it might seem like just another regular coin, but here's where things get fascinating. Scene 2 to 1993 D Lincoln cent. Specifications and minting facts. Let's break down the basic stats of the 1993 D penny before we jump into the value. Denomination: 1 cent. Composition: 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper plating, 2.5 grams diameter, 19.05 millimeters. Playment mark: D for Denver. Designer: Victor David Brenner. Obverse: Frank Gasparo. Reverse: in 1993 alone, the Denver Mint produced over 6 billion Lincoln cents, an enormous number. But among these billions, only a tiny fraction qualify as rare collectibles, and some are even more exceptional due to striking errors, pristine mint condition, or unusual varieties. Scene 3. What makes the 1993 D penny valuable? You may ask, if there were billions of these coins made, how can one be worth over $442? Great question. The answer lies in 3 key areas. 1. Condition and grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. A coin that is graded MS67 or higher, meaning it's in near-perfect mint state condition with almost no visible flaws, can fetch hundreds of dollars or more. A 1993 D penny graded MS67 red has sold for over $400 and in rare cases even crossed the $600 mark due to collector demand and auction bidding wars. Point 2. Rare mint errors and varieties. Some of the 1993 D Lincoln pennies contain die breaks, off-center strikes, double dies, and other types of minting errors. These types of coins are often called error coins, and collectors go wild for them. A 1993 penny with a strong double die obverse where you can see doubling in the date or Lincoln's features can skyrocket in value. Some rare error coins from this year have reached $800 plus depending on severity and condition. Point 3. Color designation. Red, red-brown, and brown copper-plated coins naturally change color over time. But those that have retained their original red luster are worth significantly more than brown-toned ones. A 1993 penny graded MS66 red is much more valuable than an MS66 brown, even though they share the same numeric grade. Scene 4. Coin market trends and current value. So let's talk about the market. As of today, July 2025, a 1993 Lincoln penny in average circulated condition is worth just 1 cent. But that's not the coin we're talking about. In uncirculated, mint state red condition, MS65 red, $5 to $1.15, MS66 red, $30 to $1.75, MS67 red, $200 to $4.42 plus with a major mint error can exceed $800 to $1,500 depending on the rarity. Online auctions on platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and great collections show consistent demand for high-grade 1993 Lincoln cents. In fact, coins with full red color, strong strikes, and rare errors are being watched by hundreds of bidders. Scene 5. How to check your 1993 PNNY. So how can you tell if your 1993 penny is special? Here's a quick step-by-step guide. Step 1. Check the mint mark. Make sure it has the small d under the year. That's for Denver. This video is about the Denver mint version specifically. Is it still a bright, fiery red? Or is it brown and dull? The redder it is, the better. Using a magnifying glass, check for unusual features like doubling on the date or lettering, off-center strikes, or odd marks that aren't normal wear. Step 4. Examine the condition. Does it have scratches, wear, or dings? Or is it smooth, sharp, and crisp? The fewer marks, the higher the grade. If you believe your coin might be in exceptional condition or has a rare error, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. That small investment could turn your penny into hundreds of dollars. Scene 6. Historical fun facts about 1993 and the pennilets. Take a little trip back to 1993. Bill Clinton was inaugurated as the 42nd President of the United States. Jurassic Park was the biggest movie of the year. Beanie Babies were just beginning to catch on, and in Denver, billions of pennies were being struck, one of which might be in your coin jar right now and worth a fortune. That makes the 1993 penny not just a coin, but a tiny time capsule of American history, economics, and minting technology. Scene 7. Final thoughts. Should you collect Lincoln cents? Absolutely yes. The Lincoln Cent series is one of the most affordable and exciting series to collect. Whether you're just starting or a seasoned numismatist, there's something thrilling about searching for that one overlooked penny that turns out to be worth big money. So go check your pockets, your drawers, your old jars, and your childhood coin folders. Who knows? You might be holding a rare 1993 Ultra Lincoln penny that could sell for $442 or more. Outro scene. Call TOACTION. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting secrets and tap the bell so you never miss a chance to learn about the treasures hiding in plain sight. Leave a comment below if you've found any cool 1993 pennies or other rare coins, and remember, every coin has a story. Some just come with a big payday. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting, coin family. Would you like a custom thumbnail and title idea to go with this video? Today we're diving deep into one of the most underrated and surprising coins in modern U.S. history, the 2017 Lincoln penny. That's right, a single cent minted in 2017 at the Denver Mint, which has been reported to sell for over $442 depending on its condition and rarity. How is that possible? What makes this penny so special? Could you be holding a small fortune without even knowing it? Well, buckle up, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and curious minds, because in this video we're going to uncover the shocking history, the mint secrets, the valuable varieties, and the current hot market demand of the 2017 Lincoln Ultra penny. You'll learn how to spot rare errors, why collectors are going wild over this coin, and most importantly, how you can determine whether your penny is worth just 1 cent or over $400. Part 1. Background of the Lincoln penny. Let's begin at the very beginning. The story of the Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln penny has been in continuous production longer than any other U.S. coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse front features a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, a bold departure at the time as it was the first U.S. coin to depict a real person. Fast forward to 1959. And the reverse design was changed from the original wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, celebrating the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design was created by Frank Gasparo and lasted until 2008. In 2009, 4 different reverse designs were minted to commemorate the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth, showing different stages of his life. And starting from 2010 onwards, the penny has featured the Union Shield reverse, which is still in use today, including on our Focus coin, the 2017 D Lincoln Shield penny, but not all pennies are created equal. And the 2017 D penny is the perfect example of how a common coin can become a collector's dream. Part 2. What makes the 2017 D Lincoln penny special? The D mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the main U.S. mint facilities known for producing high-quality coins at high volumes. In 2017, the Denver Mint produced 4,760,800,000 of these pennies. That's over 4.7 billion pennies. So you might be asking yourself, with billions in circulation, how could one be worth hundreds of dollars? Here's where the magic lies. Error coins, high-grade uncirculated examples, and rarity varieties. Collectors are especially interested in mint state MS condition coins, typically graded by PCGS or NGC. If your 2017 D penny is an MS 67 red or higher, you could be sitting on a $100, $200, or even $442 coin, depending on collector demand. Even better? Certain coins with rare mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or plating bubbles, can sell for a premium far above their face value. Let's look deeper into these details. Part 3. Error varieties and rarities. Look for. So what should you be looking for if you want to strike gold or copper with your 2017 D penny? Here are some top errors and valuable varieties. 1. Double die obverse DDO. This is when the die strikes the coin more than once but is slightly misaligned, causing letters and numbers to appear doubled. Look carefully at the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust. A strong doubling can increase the value drastically. 2. Off-center strike. If the coin wasn't perfectly aligned during the minting process, it might have an off-center strike. The more dramatic the shift and the more complete the design, the higher the value. Off-center 2017 D pennies can fetch up to $150 or more. 3. Die crack or cud errors. Sometimes cracks develop on the dies that strike the coins. This can leave raised lines or bumps across the surface of the coin. If you see a cud, a blob-like raised area near the rim, that's a huge find for error collectors. 4. Plating bubbles and zinc corrosion. Modern pennies are made with a zinc core and copper plating. If the copper doesn't bond correctly, gas bubbles can form beneath the surface. These plating bubbles are collectible when they're large and clear. 5. Full red color and high-graded is king in copper coins. Coins that haven't lost their original copper luster are classified as red. A 2017 D penny graded MS 67 RD by PCGS once sold for over $442 at auction. Part 4. How to identify a valuable PENNY. So now that you know what to look for, how do you find out if you've got a winner? Here's a step-by-step process to grade and evaluate your 2017 D penny. Use a magnifier. You'll need a 10x loupe or digital microscope. Examine the lettering, date, and mint mark for doubling or defects. Look for luster. Red pennies have a brilliant, reflective luster. If your penny is dull or brown, it's less likely to be valuable. But if it shines like new, that's a good sign. Check for errors. Use reference photos from PCGS, NGC, and error coin communities to compare your coin. Focus on known error areas. Get it graded. If you think your coin is high grade or has a rare error, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. It's the best way to unlock its full market value. Part 5. Market value and sales. History. Now the question you've all been waiting for. What is the current market value of the 2017 D Lincoln penny? Here's a breakdown of what these coins have sold for recently. MS-67 red $100 to $442, $200 to $350 depending on strength of doubling. $50 to $150, $75 to $200 uncirculated rolls of 2017 D pennies, $5 to $20 each, and remember, these prices can fluctuate depending on collector demand, metal prices, and auction trends. Right now, due to increasing interest in modern-era coins, these pennies are hotter than ever. Part 6. How to sell your PENNY. If you've found a rare or high-grade 2017 D penny, you might be ready to cash in. But where do you go? eBay. List it with clear photos, especially if it's uncertified but visibly in great shape. Great collections or heritage auctions for high-value graded coins. Facebook coin groups and Reddit. Engage with coin communities for buyers. Local coin shops, good for quick appraisals or in-person offers. Coin shows and expos, connect with serious collectors and dealers. Always do your homework and get multiple opinions before selling. OUTRO. Final THOUGHTS. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 2017 D Ultra Lincoln Penny, a 1-cent coin that could be hiding right in your change jar or old piggy bank, waiting to surprise you with a value of over $442 or more. What makes coin collecting so thrilling is the possibility that even in today's fast-paced digital world, treasures still exist in the most unexpected places, like the bottom of your pocket. So next time you get a penny back in change, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. It just might be the one that turns heads, sparks interest, and puts money back in your hands. If you found this video helpful or exciting, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more rare coin deep dives, and turn on notifications so you never miss a valuable update. Drop a comment below. Have you ever found a valuable coin in your change? Do you have a 2017 D penny? Let us know. Your story could be featured in a future video. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting, collectors. End of script. Would you like a thumbnail or voiceover script next?